Dear students, today we'll talk about our next chapter, the minerals and the power resources. In this chapter, we will talk about minerals and rocks, what is the difference between them. We will talk about the various types of minerals which are found in different parts of the world. We will also talk about why we need to conserve minerals for posterity. We will also discuss the various power resources. Some of these power resources are conventional power resources and some of them are non-conventional power resources. We'll find out the differences between them. We'll also find out that what is the need of the hour. As we know that minerals are getting exhausted, the consumption level of mineral is growing up in the country when the industrialization is taking place. So we will discuss why we need to conserve these resources. In the opening lines of this chapter number 3, the author takes us to a place known as Dhanbad. Dhanbad is a place which is famous for coal mining. And we find out through this example how authors takes us to a coal mining area, and then he tries to expose us to various concepts of minerals and ores. So what are minerals? Minerals are naturally occurring inorganic crystalline solids having a definite chemical and physical properties. Now what is an ore? Ore is the raw form of minerals. When you extract the mineral from the earth from various mines, we call them as ores. For example, bauxite is an ore which is brownish color, but the mineral which you extract from bauxite is known as aluminium. In science also we study about the same topic and we find out about the types of minerals there also. So I think this chapter will help you to revise the concept of minerals and ores. We will study more about the spatial distribution of minerals, that is, how minerals are found in different parts of the world, which are the countries which are rich in certain types of minerals, which are the minerals in which India is very rich, and the minerals in which India has to depend on other countries. Now, ore is a mineral or combination of mineral from which a useful substance such as a metal can be extracted and used to manufacture a useful product. When the ore goes to the manufacturing units, it is processed. After the processing of these ores, we get various types of metals, and then these metals are given shape to manufacture various machineries and other important parts which we require. So here there is an example of how to make a natural resource economically viable, profitable and useful. Minerals are formed over a period of millions of years in the Earth's crust. They take a lot of time for their formation, and that is why, as they cannot be replenished easily, we need to be very careful in their use. That is why there is so much of hue and cry about the deficiency of certain minerals like mineral oil, iron ore, the minerals which are used in nuclear power plants. So we need to be very, very sagacious in our use of minerals. We should not we should avoid wastage as much as possible. You know how minerals are used, why we are studying this chapter, because it is very, very useful to human being. You find that it is helpful. It is a major constituent of our industries as a raw material. Mineral is used in the generation of power. We use coal, lignite, uranium. All these minerals are used in even petroleum in power generation. We use various minerals in our construction, in settlement, housing, in providing infrastructure. We also use minerals in our various defense equipments, making weapons, armaments. Minerals are also used by human body. You must have seen those vitamins which doctor gives us and prescribes us as a additional resource for our power. We use minerals in making transportations as a means of transportation, or our cars, buses, trams, ships. They're all made up of various minerals. We use various types of telephone wires, cables, electronic devices. They're all made up of minerals. In medicine, we use minerals in a big way. Indian system of medicine, the Ayurvedic system of medicine also uses minerals. The doctor prescribes us lots of multivitamin tablets and capsules. We also use minerals in making alloys, that is a mixture of two or more minerals. Minerals are also used in our agriculture as fertilizers. I have told you that we use three major components N, P, and K in our agriculture. We use minerals in also making our jewelry. So there are multiple uses of minerals. Now, based on their properties, we can divide minerals into two major types: metallic and non-metallic. Non-metallic minerals like graphite, diamond, quartz, feldspar. And metallic minerals includes bauxite, laterite, hematite, they are type of iron ore. Aluminium is we get from bauxite, iron we get. So these are the metallic minerals. Copper also is metallic mineral. We'll discuss about them in detail now. There are two tables which I am going to show you, which will help you to understand about these material. You can see now the major reserves and important uses of some of the major metals which we have. Aluminium. Major countries which are popular for aluminium are Australia, Guinea, and Jamaica. Aluminium is used as a packaging material. Is used in packaging food items. You must have seen the aluminium foil in our kitchen. They are used in transportation. The aeroplanes are made up of aluminium because aluminium is a light metal and very strong metal. We use aluminium utensils. Aluminium is also used extensively in electronics, the wire. Chromium. The CIS, that is the Confederation of Independent States, that's a part of Russia and South Africa, famous for chromium. It's used for making very strong steel wires. It's also used in our textile and tanning industries. Tanning is where we manufacture shoes. Copper is used in electric and electronic goods in a big way. It's a good conductor of electricity. Copper is also used in building, constructions. Lots of vessels are made up of copper. In our kitchen also you'll find some copper wares. Important countries where copper is found are USA, Canada, Russia, Chile, and Zambia. Iron, one of the basic material used in manufacturing of heavy machinery, steel production, and in transportation. The major countries or the places where it is found are Russia, South America, Canada, and even America. India is also produces some good quality of iron, but it is limited. Most of the iron which we produce is in Chhattisgarh, parts of Jharkhand, and even Goa also has got some iron ores. Lead is found mainly in North America, part of USA and Russia. Is used in manufacturing of car batteries, paints, and even in ammunition. That is the by the defense ministers. So in this way, you have to study about various minerals and their uses. And some of the non-metallic minerals are like silicate minerals like sand, gravel, which is used in construction, in making cements. Limestone, we use limestone. We use the chalk, right? When we write on the blackboard, that's limestone. Is used in making cement and various agricultural practices for neutralizing acid soils. Is also used in cement industries. Gypsum is used in plaster wall boards in agriculture. Potash and phosphorus used in fertilizers. Sulfur is used in medicines, in making car batteries, in various chemical industries. So in this way, we have various types of metallic and non-metallic minerals. So now we know that some of the areas, countries which are famous for these minerals includes Russia, that is old Russia, we call it CIS, Commonwealth of Independent States, the USA, Canada, South Africa, and Australia. But what happens is that the demand for the minerals is rising nowadays, especially in the last 100 to 150 years, because of industrialization. Because now, if you want to improve our lifestyle, we need to we consume more minerals. We use more gadgets, right? We use more products which come out from the factories, and hence there is a growing demand of these minerals. Now let's talk quickly about some major minerals which are found in India. Some of the energy generating minerals are coal and lignite found in West Bengal, Jharkhand, Odisha, MP, and Andhra Pradesh. Uranium, which is used in our nuclear power plants, is found mostly in Jharkhand, Andhra Pradesh, and some areas of northeast India, especially Meghalaya and Rajasthan. Then we have other commercially useful minerals like aluminium, iron, copper, and lastly we will study what is the environmental impact of these mineral extractions. You must have seen people are working in our mines. They may have various types of problems to their health. We will also study that how we can rectify these things. When we talk about mining, we will discuss what is an open cast mine, what is an underground mine, what is a shaft mine. So in the subsequent chapters, subsequent lessons, I will be going in detail about various minerals, their uses, and where they are found. In the meantime, please go through the chapter and underline important facts and statements. In case you have any problem, if you do not understand any particular statement or a word, please write to me. So tomorrow I'll teach you about some important minerals which we have. In the later part of the week, we will discuss about some energy resources, and we'll talk about the conventional and the non-conventional energy resources, and lastly why we need to conserve the minerals. So just go through this chapter today, and let's hope that we are able to understand them. I will not be hurrying up. I will be teaching you in such a way that you understand. So in case you have any problem, please write. Thank you so much.